to a Spoonful of Circuit. Today's Spoonful is about My Little Pony. I'm here with my co-star Rarity. Nobody understands me like you do, Rarity. This episode is going to be about season 6 of My Little Pony, how I feel about it, what I want to see happen, and of course this is going to contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, go watch the season. So far it's been very good. So the first episode was the two-parter with baby Flurry Heart in the Crystal Empire. Overall, while I really did enjoy seeing baby Flurry Heart, I thought it was a little bit flat. There was no villains, there was no really big songs, it was just kind of For an opening, it felt a bit flat. If it was any other episode, I would have thought, yeah, this is cool, grand. But for an opening, I thought it was a little... However, I enjoyed Sunburst. He came back after being introduced in the last season with Starlight Glimmer. However, I don't really like Starlight Glimmer. I don't know how she's going to flow with the rest of the main 6. I wouldn't really like to see her become one of the main 6. I'd like her as a separate character, but I think they're trying to shoehorn her in a little bit like they did with Sunset Shimmer and the Equestria Girls movies. So I'm a little bit hesitant about how they're going to play her, because so far I don't really like her. I'm afraid they're going to play her off kind of Mary Sue and I don't really know. But the next episode was actually very good. It went upwards. It was Pinkie Pie, Maud and Rarity, and Rarity. I loved it. I loved it. And I usually love any episodes that have Maud in it, and I was a little bit sad that the Swan Boat didn't come into it, because you can see there that they have a toy line with it, and I was wondering what type of shenanigans they would get on with it. But sadly it didn't come into it. However, they did include that teleportation and pinky sense are a Pie family trait, and I really like that. It was interesting to see the interactions between Maud and Rarity, and how much Maud really cares about Pinkie and Pinkie really cares about Maud, and how Rarity really cares for the both of them. I loved it, and it was played off very well. The next episode was the Cutie Mark Crusaders episode, and I was very interested to see how they were going to do it, because in the last season you basically saw them leave off with them getting their cutie marks, even though my inner artist was freaking out a little because the colours the colours clashed a little bit and I wasn't fond of their designs, but I really liked that they finally got them and they actually had a very good storyline of how they got them. It's going to be very interesting how their storyline progresses now that they have it, because it's their entire dynamic after changing. In the last season, they had Babseed really worrying what she was going to do now she had her cutie mark, and it's interesting how the Crusaders are now in that position. I really liked how they went into each cutie mark individually, how like Sweetie Belle really likes singing, Scootaloo loves the scooter, and Apple Bloom likes apples, I guess. They don't really explain what hers is. I think it might be potions. Potions, maybe. But I liked it overall. I loved how they brought in both biceps. I liked the dynamics there and how they got along, and maybe it's a very interesting opportunity for them to expand out and help other people get their cutie marks, and what it means to have a cutie mark, and does your cutie mark define everything about you, or is it just your main talent, or do you have loads of other talents? Are you just a one-trick pony? Terrible pun, I'm sorry. But it will be interesting how it goes on there, and who knows what's going to happen with that one. The next one was a Spike episode, and kind of like the Cutie Mark Crusader episodes, I'm not all that fond of Spike. I usually find them a little bit filler and just kind of there. But again, quite like the Cutie Mark Crusader episodes, I liked this Spike episode. I really liked the princess dragon. I thought she was really badass and it was really cool. I thought it was a little bit ex machina that of course Spike became the emperor slash dragon lord, but It's My Little Pony, of course that's going to happen. Overall though, I thought it was quite an enjoyable episode. I quite liked all the costume designs that the ponies were doing, trying to keep up with them, and it was very funny that they included Craggle. Of course, it was great to see Craggle again. Myself and my roommates burst out laughing when he appeared just in the background. We had to rewind it a few times. It was like, Craggle, you're back! Oh, I'd love to see if he came back in some of the other episodes. I was surprised he didn't come up in the 100th episode actually, because he seems to be a bit of a fan favourite. The recent episode that was out on Saturday was a very interesting episode because it brought back Starlight Glimmer, of course, and it had Trixie. Ooh, it was interesting. Getting back to what I had said earlier, Starlight Glimmer is an interesting one. I find she's a little bit bitchy and a little bit manipulative. I don't know how she fits in, and I still think there's a bit of bad in her. It would be interesting to see if they play a little bit like they did with Discord, that she had a relapse and became bad again. I can see that happening, that she's not all reformed and good quite yet. And of course it was fantastic that Trixie was there again. I love Trixie, and it was great to see Trixie back again, of course, and with her apology to her. It was such a Trixie thing to do, and she couldn't have came back in any other way. Some of the jokes that were in this episode was fantastic. I thoroughly found it very funny. For instance, Cranky asking Celestia how she got her hair to do that. I would have laughed so hard if she had just been like, hair extensions, get a good stylist. Oh, it was so funny though, and you could just see Celestia so done with everyone's shit. It was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. It was great that they actually acknowledged DJ Pone3's actual name. It's DJ Pone3. I love it. I like to call her Vinyl Scratch, but the fans usually go DJ Pone3, so that's her canon name now. What I want to see come up in the episodes is I would really love to see a Discord and Starlight episode, see how that plays out. Because they're both reformed villains, it would be very interesting to see how they play off one another, and if Discord can corrupt Starlight and Starlight can corrupt Discord, and see what hijinks they get up to. Last season, the creators had hinted that they were going to show some of Fluttershy's family, because Fluttershy is one of the only ones that haven't seen any resemblance of a family in the Equestria Games flashback. Even Rainbow Dash showed that she might have a sibling or a parent. There was definitely a blue pony with rainbow hair in that flashback, so she has family of sorts. But Fluttershy is a complete mystery. We don't know where she came from, what her deal is. It's going to be quite cool if they bring in a family member. There had been rumours floating about that there will be an episode with Fluttershy's brother soon, but whether or not that will come to fruition, we don't know. The Hasbro and the creators have been known to troll us a little bit like that. Like they had once said that Octavia and Rarity were going to have a duet, but that never happened as of yet. Maybe this season. I want to see more songs, of course, and more villains, and maybe Coco coming back. It's very interesting how this is going to play out. Fingers crossed it keeps going up and up and up, because last season was stellar. It was properly 5 stars. At the moment, season 6 is kind of 3 out of 5 stars for me, because it did start off on such a bum note, but hopefully it will get better. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed my videos, please like and subscribe. What do you want to see happen? What are your theories? How do you feel about it? Leave all your comments and opinions in the comments below. And I'll be back next week with some more banter. Thank you!